Okay, today we are on lesson 101 and we're doing ratio problems involving totals. In some ratio problems, a total is used as part of the calculation. Consider this problem. The ratio of parents to children at the picnic was 5 to 4. So the ratio was 5 to 4. So for every 5 parents there were 4 children. If there were 27 picnickers, how many of them were children? So the actual count was 27 total picnickers altogether. All right, so what would the total, the ratio total be? So we're just going to add these two up, and the ratio total is 9. So we're going to use a P for the to represent parents and a C to represent children. All right, so how do we figure out how many children there were? So we're going to use the row of things that we know everything for, and we're going to make a proportion with what we want to find out. So for every 4 children, there are 9 total. And then we don't know how many children, but we know the actual total is 27. Okay, so what do we multiply 9 by to get 27? So we multiply 9 by 3 to get 27. And we know that if we multiply the bottom by 27, we have to multiply the top by 27. So we know 9 times 3 is 27. 4 times 3 is what? So there would be 12 children. And using that formula, we could find out how many parents there were, or we could just subtract. All right, let's go ahead and try another one. The ratio of football players. Okay, the ratio of football players to band members ratio of football players to band members on the football field was 2 to 5. Altogether, there were 175 football players and band members on the football field. So there were 175, the actual count. So what would be the total, the ratio total? Would be 7. All right, so football players and band members. Okay, so what we're trying to find out is how many football players were on the field. All right, so we already know the total. So we've got 2 to 7. So for every football player, there were a total of 7. And we don't know how many football players there were, but we know that there were 175 total. Okay, so what do we multiply 7 by to get 175? Well, we can go ahead and divide that. $25. So 7 times 25 is 175. So if we're multiplying the bottom by 25, we have to multiply the top by 25. Okay, so 2 times 25 is what? So there are 50 football players. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more. All right, sparrows and crows. Sparrows and crows. Perched on the wire in the ratio of 5 to 3. If the total number of sparrows and crows on the wire was 72, how many were crows? So what is the total? The ratio total is 8. So we're trying to find out how many were crows. So we know for every 3 crows, there were 8 total. And for however many crows there were 72 total. Okay, so 8 times what equals 72? 8 times 9 is 72. So if you multiply the bottom by 9, you have to multiply the top by 9. Okay, so what is 3 times 9? So there are 27 crows. All right, go ahead and get out your independent worksheet and go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to work out these 4 ratio problems, and I want you to use ratio boxes on your sheet to work them out.